zacki, zicki zacki.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Im Himmel, da gibt's kein Bier, drum trinken wir es hier. Und sind wir nicht mehr hier, dann trinken die anderen unser Bier. Play it, Ross!
We're live? We're live. It just thundered outside.
Let's hope our power holds out, because we do not have an emergency generator.
The entire Harvey storm, like 3 years ago, we never lost power through the whole of Harvey. But then we had a thunderstorm last week. Was it Thursday?
What did we get?
No, it was
maybe
Wednesday.
We
didn't even get that much rain.
3/4 of an inch of rain out of it. 1/4 of an inch of rain.
They probably didn't register in the thing because the rain was coming sideways. And yeah, our electricity was out for 6 hours. I mean, we even had to throw out the mayonnaise because it didn't stay cold enough. But everything else in the freezer was good. The nickel stayed on the top of the ice block, so we didn't have to worry about the freezer. Anyway, hi everybody, come on in. Das ist Lustig is ready to play some music for you on our national not getting to go on vacation weekend. It's a sad day. But I mean, it's a happy day. Somewhere in all this, there's a hidden blessing, and we're happy to be here with you online tonight, playing some music. We had a ton of requests come in. We just don't know what song to start with. Let's see if anybody answered that question, because I did put it out there.
What question is that?
What song we should start with?
Oh. Why don't we just start with one if you can't figure it out?
Go ahead.
I better not do In Heaven There Is No Beer, because
Why?
that was the first song.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was on our background music tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was the second song right after that?
I don't know. Probably one, Das ist lustig.
That was on the request list tonight.
Well, we'll have to do that a little bit later.
We will. We will.
Well, how about we do a march?
Let's do a march. It is Wien bleibt Wien. Jawohl. shouldn't try to play rhythm and Facebook at the same time. Bleibt wehen. Well, willkommen, y'all. Tons and tons of friends are on tonight. Friends whose names I haven't seen in a long time. Greg Ayers from A-Leaf Middle School. An old friend from middle school days. Wow, even he's in the house tonight. Janet and Brian are online. Brian and Tammy are online. Cheryl and Doug. Frank from Austrian Boys Band up in Connecticut. Marie Neighbors. Let's see, who else is out there? I saw Margaret and Dale are on. Julie and Wes. Scrolling down. Jean McClellan, Daniel. Betty Lang, Ted's mom. Saw Ryan Barker was on there.
Wow.
Aaron Fuller. Janet Orsak. Rodney Van Ouderkerk. Dennis Wilkins. Heather Nicole McAllister from the Texanischer Schuhplattlerverein. I think I have her name right. Do I have the right connection there? Sometimes I get you guys all mixed up. So bad at that. Christina, my sister-in-law, is online tonight, which means my brother is probably hiding in the shadows. Carolyn Dasher is on. Nancy would have been leaving with us on Tuesday. So many of you guys who are online with us would have been leaving on Tuesday with us to go to Europe. If you saw our intro screen earlier, there was a photo on there of a young man. He's our bus driver over in Europe, and he misses us as much as we miss him. He wishes he was going to pick us up on Wednesday morning, but alas, we're all here, stuck in Texas and Oklahoma and our various other states that we come from. But yeah, we'll show you some pictures of that later on, and we have several anniversaries today that we're going to celebrate, and we have a birthday that we're going to celebrate. And if you send in your requests and let us know what else might be going on that we don't know about, we'll might celebrate that as well. And of course, we're drinking beer because we're lamenting being stuck here at home.
Maybe we need to do a...
Can't even go on a local vacation. We just have to staycation. Let's get toasted together.
Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Eins, zwei, drei, super! Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke! Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke! Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke! Prost!
Mike and Diana, are you guys out there too? I didn't see your little green flag come up, but that doesn't mean that... maybe you are there. Okay, I saw you. Dana Lindblad just got on. Our drummer better behave tonight because Dana's watching. Hi, Dana. All right, well.
Minnesota.
One of the songs that was requested by Mike and Diana sent in. I said requests, and they took me literally. So they sent like a list of 15 songs. So why don't we play the Liechtensteiner Polka? That was one of the ones that they asked for. And then we'll play Fräulein. We haven't done Fräulein online yet. Do you realize that you know that?
We probably haven't done Fräulein in like 3 months.
We haven't played that song in like 3 months, yeah.
I think we've had several requests that are kind of in that category of songs we haven't played in...
There's a lot of songs we haven't played
3 months or more.
Anyway, so here comes Liechtensteiner Polka. So get your bodies all warmed up, then we'll slow you down with a nice little two-step. Polka, mein Schatz, Polka, mein Schatz. Da doch kein Lieblingsstein auf seinen Platz, mein Schatz. Schieben, 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 sich in beiden Augen sehen, man muss sich lieben, lieben, lieben. Und die Liebe ist so schön, oh ja. So einen Lieblingsstein, Polka, die hat's, die macht Rabatz, mein Schatz. But yeah, I've had a little caffeine today, can you tell?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Ross made like 2 big containers of his delicious Yopan tea, and I got into it kind of early today.
I hope you left some for later.
I started on beer, so we're good.
Mm.
Yeah, caffeine first, then beer. All right, we promised a nice little Fräulein. Aw, Teresa.
We promised a nice little Fräulein what?
I don't know what you promised her. I just promised to sing the song.
Oh. Okay, you had me concerned there for a minute. So, you're typing. I thought you were ready to sing.
I was. I was checking on a couple things. David's in. Bob is in. Your dad, Bob, is online tonight. Both parents are online tonight. Kirk, Paula, Heidi, Bill, Mary, Judy. Jawohl. Okay. It's time for a 2-step. I'll see you guys. Across the deep blue water leads a German schooner by the banks of the old river Rhine, where he loved her and left her, but he can't forget her. She's his pretty Fräulein. Fräulein, walk down by the river each night as the stars start to shine. By those same stars above you, he swears I his you. You are his pretty Fräulein. das könnte mir glauben. Liegt in jeder vernauten Faturein. Jimmy Brown aus Dakota und aus Minnesota schwimmt nur noch an einem Fräulein. Fräulein sieht nachts die Sterne, dann in Gedanken gibt ein. Doch der Glanz dieser Sterne grüßt dich aus der Welt. Ich liebe dich, du kleines Fräulein. She's his pretty Fräulein. Yeehaw! That one was written up in Fort Worth, Texas, wasn't it?
So I've heard.
Yeah, I think so. Our clock is fast.
The well, that clock is fast.
That clock is fast. Oh, yeah, we would too, Margaret. Our suitcases are sitting upstairs with big, sad faces. Because they're not going anywhere this weekend.
And they would be.
And they would be. I saw some kind of comment a few minutes ago. Actually, I don't know how far back I would have to scroll. Little Dipper's friend is online tonight. Carl has a new one. Carl ordered a Little Dipper last week. He just had to have one, and then his cat decided he didn't like it. So he has now a new Little Dipper, and I think is it in a display case or in a cage? How are you keeping Harley away from your new Little Dipper? But anyway, Little Dippers are showing up all over the state because of Little Dipper. We should try to get that sponsorship, shouldn't we?
If we can't get beer, maybe we can get Little Dipper.
You know what? Just send us free drinks. We're good. What's that song Chardon Polka Band sings? That something about if you play us a polka, we'll bring you some beer. So if you bring us some beer, we'll play you.
If you bring us some beer.
Yeah. That's
I think
how
you
it
had
goes.
it. We're not going to bring anyone beer and play a polka.
Well, we will if they're nice enough to us.
Well, that's true, I suppose.
Yeah, we've bought some rounds.
But you know, if you bring us beer, we're more likely to play a polka. Than...
And our friends in the Alpa Musikanten will polka for beer. So there's several different bands who will work for the Amber Bubbly. And
well, and as our dear friend Mike Barker used to say.
What did he used to say? He said a lot of good things.
Well, he would say life is good.
Yeah. Life is good. Come on, Alpenfest fans. Beer is better.
That's right. Beer is better.
Yeah. Where did he come up with that himself?
I don't know.
He had a lot of good sayings.
I think
good sayings.
I don't know if he came up with that or not, but I don't remember other people using that particular phrase.
Alex from Schnitzels and Giggles is on. Amanda and Annette in Tulsa, Oklahoma is on. Amanda and Cody may be on there too. I might have missed them. Come on. Mark Hermes from the Checkaholics is on. Jimmy and Linda are on. Holly, who came to see us just this last Thursday night at the Sauerkraut Grill, is on.
Wow.
Yeah, well, now if we could just get back into Rudy Lechner's restaurant, I mean, we'd be playing live shows in 2 places. Like, but you know what? The first time we were at the Sauerkraut
Well,
Grill.
we're playing a live show right now.
We are playing. I know. We're not with them. We're not face to face.
Well, I understand that.
We're computer monitor to computer monitor.
Interesting. Somebody asked us the other day about, well, were we going to take our setup to?
That was Carolyn.
To Sauerkraut Grill. Well, if one of these days I'm going to get out the camera and actually show you
We'll take you on a tour
of all the stuff that's set up to make this possible, because you may not see it on camera, but there's a lot of wires and things running about. There's a camera about 15, 20 feet away from me.
It's at a safe distance, so
it's
we won't
at a
spit
safe
on you
distance,
guys.
So
social distancing.
and there's computers everywhere.
There's one there, and there's one there, and there's one there, and yeah.
it takes a lot of stuff to make this show happen. So
Well, at least in this capacity
And-
with this sound quality, we
and
could
honestly,
take
if
the
we were to
laptop.
pick all this stuff up and take it to the sauerkraut grill, we'd be using up half the restaurant, which wouldn't be good for business.
But you know what? Good things come in small packages. So if you're in the Houston area, make a day trip down to Sauerkraut Grill and have some food. I mean, Eric is constantly coming up with new ideas, and he's very customer based. So when a customer says, "I would like to see this on your menu," and another customer also says it, and then a couple of days later, someone else says it. He says, "You know what? I think that's something that the people want." He'll put it together and give it a try. If it goes over well, he keeps it. But so yeah, Sauerkraut Grill and Rudy Lechner's too. If we could just get back in there, but they are open. Rudy's is open.
Yes, Eric is a very much a hands-on kind of guy,
He is,
and
yeah.
he is. You always see him in the restaurant, always
And a lot of times, Roland's Bakery will
visiting
send him
with the
stuff.
customers and cooking in the kitchen. And
A lot of times, Roland's Bakery in Houston will send him some things, and when he has those things in the kitchen, he's giving away desserts, and you never know when that's going to happen. I don't know why. It just happens sometimes. So yeah. Anyway, let's
to some more
talk
music.
and a lot more action. We had. Let's see.
you need your glasses.
We had a request last week for the beer medley and also for the beer medley with Octoliba Augustine. Well, that's two separate beer medleys. So which one should we do first?
Let's the first one, I guess.
The first one. The one with the beer medley?
Yes,
Okay, and then we're going to do the Octoliba Augustine beer medley.
we'll do that later.
Okay, all right. You that okay with that, Cheryl? Is that okay? I hope. Let me get these thingies on my fingers.
Well, hurry up.
Well, I'm getting distracted because people are saying stuff, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Ooh. Request to Schnitzels and Giggles. Can you guys do a peanut sauce, a pinda sauce recipe online? Like cooking show? Because I want to see how to make the pinda sauce. I mean, currently I just take a blob of peanut butter and throw some sambal in it and then water it down a little bit. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be, though, is it? So I just placed a request for Schnitzels and Giggles on their cooking show, which is on Friday evenings on Facebook. All right, beer medley a la Das ist lustig. This song requires table pounding, schunkeling, and what was the other thing, Ross? Rule number 1, you table pound. Rule number 2, you're gonna schunkel. Rule number 3.
You will have fun if you follow orders.
By request. Beathead, oh, der Dickballon, ja, oh, Beathead, oh, der Dickballon. Soll das Bier in Kette liegen und die Chirin und Mack liegen, Beathead, oh, der Dickballon. Schunkeln! Trink, trink, Brüderlein, trink, lass doch die Zorgen zu Haus. Trink, trink, Brüderlein, trink, seh doch die Sterne so kraus. Meide den Kummer und meide den Schmerz, dann ist das Leben ein Scherz. Meide den Kummer und meide den Schmerz, dann ist das Leben ein Scherz. Wer soll das bezahlen? Wer hat das bestellt? Wer hat so viel Finke, Finke? Wer hat so viel Geld? Wer soll das bezahlen? Wer hat das bestellt? Wer hat so viel Finke, Finke? Wer hat so viel Geld? Hooray for Charlie, he's a real fine guy. Hooray for Charlie, he's a real fine guy. He certainly is a daisy, he drives the girls all crazy. Hooray for Charlie, he's a real fine guy.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier.
Who's gonna buy the beer? Hooray for Charlie, he's a real fine guy. Hooray for Charlie, he's a real fine guy. He certainly is a daisy. He drives the girls all crazy. Hooray for Charlie, he's a real fine guy. Beat head, oh, the dick ballon, ja ho. Beat head, oh, the dick ballon. So das Bieren, Kette liegen, ohne Kieren, und mal kriegen. Beat head, oh, the dick ballon. Hello, dee 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 dee. Good low, dee 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 dee. Howdy, old looty, howdy, old looty, howdy, the low, dee. Schunkel, heute blau und morgen blau und übermorgen wieder. Ich bin dein und du bist mein und da sind unsere Lieder. Heute blau und morgen blau und übermorgen wieder. Und wenn wir dann mal nüchtern sind, besaufen wir uns wieder. In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Im Himmel, da gibt's kein Bier, drum trinken wir es hier. Und sind wir nicht mehr hier, dann trinken die anderen so Bier. Hey, beat head, oh, the dick ballon, ja ho. Beat head, oh, the dick ballon. So das Bier in Kette liegen und die Kieren nur mal kriegen. Beat head, oh, the dick ballon. Hello, dee 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 dee. Oh, dee oh, dee 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 dee. Oh, dee oh, dee, oh, dee oh, look at the low, dee, I need more beer. Toasted together again. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Zicki, zacki, zicki, zacki.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Prost, y'all. Drink it up. Oftentimes people ask us, so what does tiki-tsaki mean?
Well, it's that, have you ever been on the airplane? They got that little bag that goes behind the seat.
Yeah, no.
That's the sicky-saki.
No.
That's what it is.
No,
when you get sicky.
People are eating.
It's the sicky-saki.
Zicky-zacky is when you leave the bar in the evening. That's how you get home. Ziggy-zaggy. Or if you're like Brian Anderson, you just roll down the hill.
Maybe you don't get home. Maybe you just roll down the hill.
It's Brian's birthday. I wonder if he'll be rolling down any hills this weekend.
Speaking of rolling, why don't we roll out the barrel?
We should roll out the barrel. Okay. Roll out the barrel, and then I want to play this song that I'm dedicating to all of our friends who travel with us or have traveled with us in the past. Okay? Deal? And then we're going to go back to all the requests. Every time they hear rock me dusty mama. Glaub mir, auch ich bin dir treu. Diese Stunde Rosenmunde ist mein Herz gerade noch frei. Hey!
Speaking of Brian's birthday.
Brian's birthday, yes. All right, Tammy, you ready to roll Brian up to the table for his birthday song? Let's sing.
Zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag alles Gute. Zum Geburtstag viel Glück.
Now sing along in Texan.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Brian. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
I think we woke Scooter up.
Probably. I think you woke the neighborhood up.
That's all right, though. Oh, she answered me. She said, "That's cool." So,
wow. So anyway, you were going to play a song.
I was. It's like I've got 5 different ideas all at once. So if our show seems a little bit like we're bouncing all over the place, it's because we are. Because I want to do more than
time allows.
Yeah, there's only one thing at a time that we can do. I want to do so many things.
Well, you have to pick one.
So yeah, I'm okay. I've picked it. All right. Well, we have an old Hank Williams tune that we want to play for all of our friends who travel with us every year, who have traveled with us just once, who go to festivals with us. We miss you guys. We miss you guys.
Yes, we do.
2 weeks ago when we played the first public gig that we had played since March 11th in the Sauerkraut Grill, the first applause I heard, I thought I was going to lose it. I literally started, you can hear it in my voice, I started crying. But I hid it because I didn't want him to see me or anybody else to see me crying. So I was like,
don't get us wrong. We love staying connected with you guys through the interwebs on Facebook and whatnot. But it's not the same as seeing you face to face and
it's not
having your live person to person action going on.
Yeah, getting to hear your laughter, getting to see your eyes, getting to just feel that face to face. We
definitely appreciate your positive comments. We can see all of those, but we can't see you guys.
So we're dedicating this old Hank Williams tune that I changed it up just a tiny bit, not too much. You can mostly sing along with it.
This is one we've never played.
Yeah, Ross has never played it. I've played it about five times. You want the chords, even though I still have one?
Just play it. Let me see.
There's still a mistake on there, so it might mess you up.
I'll just see what I can do.
There's some tears in our beers, 'cause we're crying for you, dears. Y'all are on our lonely minds. Into these last 9 years, I've spread 1,000,000 tears. Y'all are on our lonely minds. We're gonna keep drinking until we're petrified. And then maybe all these tears will leave our eyes. There's some tears tears in our beers, 'cause we're crying for you, dears. Y'all are on our lonely minds. Last night we walked the floor, and the night before. Y'all are on our lonely minds. It seems our lives are through. Yeah, we're so doggone blue. Y'all are on our lonely minds. We're gonna keep drinking till we can't feel our toes. And then maybe our hearts won't hurt us so. There's some tears in our beers, 'cause we're crying for you, dears. Y'all are on our lonely minds. Lord, we've tried and tried, but our tears we can't hide. We can't go to Europe now. All these blues that we've found have really got us down. We can't go to Europe now. We're gonna keep drinking until we can pretend that we're there with you in Germany again. There's some tears in our beers, 'cause we're crying for you, dears. Y'all are on our lonely minds.
Wow. I have not heard that song before.
Apparently not. But that's okay because, you know.
Well, my only exposure to that song was something my brother sang when we were children.
What was that? This scares me. I've heard your brother's songs.
Well, I mean, apparently he had heard this song before, but I haven't. But all I heard him do was, there's an ear in my beer, and I've had it up to here.
Okay.
Must have been a really rough bar.
Was he referencing that song that we hear on the Dr. Demento CDs that we have?
I don't know about. I think that was a.
It wasn't Dr. Demento?
Well, it was Dr.
He played it
Demento,
on
but
the
I think it was Johnny Paycheck.
Oh, okay.
And
We have an eclectic mix of weird music we listen to when we're on the road. A lot of it is stuff that Dr. Demento played on his show, and some of it is stuff that's just not meant for public consumption.
probably not.
All right, well, let's see what people are saying. If they're still out, y'all are still out there, right? Okay, just checking. Oh my goodness, we got to catch up. It says 60 new comments since last time I looked.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, let me.
John in Virginia is out there. Michelle and David are out there. Brian is with us. Brian Huber.
Let me play a song while you're catching up on the comments.
Play us a pretty song, and I'll dig around in here and see if any good jokes are out there tonight. Dawn in Oklahoma. Hi, Janice. There's Diane Polly. Margot in Baton Rouge. Karen and Michael and Tom. Mary Floyd and Hempstead. Nation is in the house. How y'all doing? Eucalyptus bonbon. Kelsey in the house. Ed Parrish in the house. Yeah, well, Kelsey, the man accordionist, is watching tonight. Better not make any more mistakes because he's here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's not what Cheryl asked for. I mean, that's the song, but that wasn't right. You're going to have to try it again.
It was right in a Charles Ives kind of way.
Okay, so one of the requests that came in, and we have a lot of Czech friends online tonight. Check it out. Our Czech friends are hanging out with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I just had Czechs this morning for breakfast. And yes, we do take checks.
We love Czechs. We were going
We
to go
take
to
credit cards. We take checks.
We were going to go to Prague next week. We were going to be in. Okay, that's for the next show. All right, so our Czech friends, one of the most famous and favorite songs of the Czechs is I Sam, and Mark Stone asked for that one. Mark Stone is one of our friends who is taking accordion lessons from Terry Kavanaugh and from Alex Meixner. He follows a whole bunch of the same bands that we follow. He's been posting Squeeze Boxes shows on his page every week and supporting the musicians as much as he can. He's a musician himself. He played Irish music for years. And yeah, like I said, he's playing the accordion now.
What did he play in the Irish music? Is he
I believe
fiddle player or is he?
Did I say this right, Mark? Was it the bodhran?
Oh,
I don't remember now because it's been a couple of years.
Is that drum that they?
I think it's the. If I'm wrong, Mark, correct me. Type it in on the thing because we had this conversation 2 years ago and stuff doesn't. When I'm drinking, it doesn't.
She can never remember anything, even when she's sober.
Now, if I've had a whole bunch of beers, I might remember the conversation I had with someone when I had had that particular flavor beer. But yeah. If I was drinking a Spaten while we were talking and I'm having a Paul on her now, it doesn't. Anyway, so he asked for I Sam. Everybody knows the words to I Sam, right?
You don't remember our original words we did with that, do you?
I made up a little. I think I can remember most of the words, and it actually makes sense. It kind of goes with the tears in our beers.
Yeah,
Sitting
well,
here
you
all
kinda
alone in
started
quarantine.
out.
I kind of started out what?
It started out kind of slow, Remember what we used to do with that? I know that's been probably several years, but
Actually, way, way, way in the beginning when we first started our band, we played it on the cowbells, but I don't think I can remember which bells to use anymore.
I wouldn't worry about the bells.
Yeah.
Just worry about doing
Okay,
the song.
let's play I Sam for everybody.
Well, you started out.
I don't remember that. It's been way too long. So whatever you're talking about, I don't even remember doing.
Okay.
I was drunk then.
Well, let me hold on a second.
He's such a big tease.
Well,
It has been a while since we've played this song.
it's been years, but nonetheless, here it is. And it's appropriate. That's why we need to do these words.
I don't have that version anymore. I don't think.
All alone by myself, beer is gone and none is left.
There's just tears in there now.
Sitting here all alone. Need to get out for a bit. Where are we going to go?
I don't know. Somewhere that's outdoors or we can be 6 feet away from other people.
Go to sauerkraut, drink some pivo, makes me happy. Dance the polka all alone by myself. Beer is gone and none is left.
Let's polka! Koniczki osedlam. A ja sam, sztycki sam, swe koniczki osedlam. Swe koniczki okszeruję, słomadenku pomeluję. A ja sam, sztycki sam, swe koniczki osedlam. Eat some pretzels, dance a polka, pound the tables, not alone. We're right here, drinking beer with all our friends. Ja sam, sztycki sam, se koniczki osedlam. Ja sam, sztycki sam, se koniczki osedlam. Swe koniczki okszeruję, swą ręką pomeluję. A ja sam, sztycki sam, swe koniczki osedlam. Dziękuję. Oh, yeah.
Well, we may have to bring that one back into the mix. We haven't done that
I
in
think we do. I like that
quite a
song.
long time.
I might put the cowbells back on it too, because it's just so happy.
I don't remember there being cowbells.
I put
with that.
cowbells on it because
I think your ears are just ringing.
no.
from-
We were one of our very first gigs. Our very first public gig was at the Texas Folklife Festival, which was next weekend, 13 years ago, and we'll talk more about that later. Our second public gig was at
Friesen House.
the West Fest in West Texas.
Oh, it wasn't Friesen House.
No, Friesen House was a month later.
Oh.
Yeah, we had our very first public gig. It was a 2-hour show from noon to 2 o'clock at the West Fest
Well,
in the
between
West
all that,
Tent.
you went off to Europe, and didn't you?
I did. Yeah, we weren't even dating yet, but I had fallen in love already. And
And left me at home alone
to
to do your yard.
there wasn't room on the bus for you. Yeah, I did leave him to do my yard, but
Actually, there was probably room, but I didn't have money.
I came home to a vase full of little flowers on the counter. Okay, anyway, so back to the story at hand. So CJ, was it CJ? No, CW.
CW.
CW at the time was the entertainment coordinator at West Fest, and he asked me, he said, I love the cowbells. Will you play more songs on the cowbells? And at the time, I think we had learned Kufstein on the cowbells, and I didn't have any other songs worked up just yet. So I worked up I Assam on the cowbells just for him, and he came to listen to it. It was just a few years later that he passed away. He's gone now. But you know what? West Fest, I grew up going there in my Dutch folk dance group. What a nice festival. If you guys have Labor Day off, and if you don't come to Wahlberg, of course, that's where we're hoping you come to Wahlberg. But if you don't go there, go to West Fest, because West Fest rocks. It's just a cool festival. Anyway, speaking of cowbells, we had a request for several cowbell songs tonight. One of them is Kufstein. One of them is Das ist lustig. And which one first?
Kufstein.
Kufstein. Kufstein Lied. Let me go set them up.
You're not set up. You're never ready to go.
No, never. Anyway, it's more fun to make a lot of racket. Where's the E-bell? Okay,
Are you ready?
I am. Kennst du
Die Pelle, die Pelle Tirols, das steht im Kufstein, das hellste Wort. Raus von Bergen, so friedlich und still.
Ja, das ist
Kufstein, da und drüben. Ja, das ist Kufstein und drüben. Bei uns in Tirol,
Es gibt
so vieles. Bei uns in Tirol,
ein Gottes
Beine, hast du Tirol. Und manche wünscht sich, schmückt ihr zu sein. Bei einem Mann und ein Glas Wein. Bei einem Mann und ein Glas Wein. Oder noch. Bei uns in Tirol. Clunk.
Okay, so I said I was going to go back to a subject earlier because I had like 5 different directions I wanted to go at once. And 2 of those directions are going to come kind of at the same time. Is our friend Brian, who just turned 10 years older than me. Our whole lives, he's been 10 years older than me. I've known Brian since I was like 13.
So he is, he's 13?
He's
'Cause
22.
You're
No,
you're
I'm
3
12.
years old.
I'm 12.
You act like a 3-year-old.
Anyway, so I've known Brian since I was 13. Brian has known his wife Tammy since they were in kindergarten, so they were 5. And I've also known Brian and I both have known Professor Katzenjammer since, well, as long as we've been going to the Texas Folklife Festival, which is a festival in San Antonio that we're all really fond of. Ross and I, we started our band, had our first shows there. And
so for those that don't know, who is Professor Katzenjammer?
For those that don't know who Professor Katzenjammer is, Ross is going to show you a slideshow of pictures so you can see who he is, and we'll tell you a little bit about him. He's an old friend of the family's. He was an MC there. He's still alive, and the reason we're bringing him up tonight is because he and his wife Vicie are celebrating their 69th wedding anniversary. 69 years of wedded marriage. I mean,
happy marriage.
When did they get married? When they were 12?
Well, I would think you'd have to be happy to be married for 69 years.
They're both wonderful people, so why wouldn't they be happy?
Absolutely. They're both very sweet, dear people.
Professor Katzenjammer is about the silliest, goofiest, lovingest person I've ever met who wasn't in my own family, and we just kind of adopted him in. He was an MC at the Texas Folklife Festival, usually at one of the folk dancing stages. Stage 5, which was on the side of a hill for years, was the place where he was. I'm going to move my microphone thud so I can see the pictures better, because from here I can't see. Thud, thud. All right, so there he is with a photo of himself on the wall at the Texas Folklife Festival. There he is with us on the stage at... That's our 10-year anniversary show, because I see Jeff on the drums with us. That's Professor with me in my Dutch costume. See those funny little metal things on my head.
Used to her family and
we all did Dutch folk dance.
They did Dutch folk dance.
And there's Professor with his wife having their anniversary dance back on their 60th anniversary. That was 9 years ago. Let's see. There he is sitting on the hill with my parents and all of us, as we're watching another group perform, which a lot of that happened at the Folklife Festival. If you weren't standing on the stage yourself, you were sitting in front of the stage yourself, watching all those amazing... There they are, celebrating their 69th wedding anniversary. It was actually on June 1st, and he had a special request. He wanted to hear the anniversary waltz so that he and his wife can dance to it. So we're going to play... Bob is not on... I keep saying Bob. Bob Thonhoff is his real name. Professor Katzenjammer is his stage name. And
in case you don't know what Katzenjammer is, well, there was a comic strip called Katzenjammer.
Yeah.
But also, I've been told that Katzenjammer is it's kind of a headache. It's slang for headache. Katzen is cats. And I'm not sure what Jammer is, but...
I don't know. It could be one of those German words that sounds like what it actually is.
Maybe it's caterwauling cats or something. I don't know. But, it's basically a slang term for headache.
Yeah. In other words, it's a hangover.
A hangover.
Yeah. And back in the day, we all would go through those little folk... You remember, the Worst Fest cups, the plastic Worst Fest cups? Well, the Texas Folklife Festival had plastic cups just like that. And we would go through like 10 or 15 of them in a day. And out there in the heat in August, which was when it originally was like August 5th or something. Anyway, so here's the anniversary waltz. And Bob is not online with us tonight, but he'll be watching and listening to this as soon as we get it loaded up to YouTube. So here's the anniversary waltz for Bob. And we're also going to send this out.
Bob and Vicie.
And we're also going to send this out. Alex and Paula had their anniversary on Monday, and Mike and Diana are having their anniversary tomorrow. So lots of anniversaries to celebrate right here with the anniversary waltz. Happy anniversary. anniversary waltz for Bob and Vicie Tonhoff, Professor Katzenjammer and his lovely wife. Yeah, boy. So we've had a whole lot of other people come on over the past few minutes I haven't seen. Cheryl and Christian are with us.
Wow.
Paul in Canada is with us. Teresa in Canada is with us. Grady and Sandra from Tomball German Heritage Festivals are with us. Judy in New Braunfels is with us, so Steve is there too. Anne Marie from Clements High School is in here in the house. Let's see who else. Fred Meschel. Yeah, well, we had another couple of requests come in. One we might have to save for a little bit. We had another request for the E-I-E-I-E-I-O polka, but this time it's in dedication to a friend who passed away over the past week.
Oh my.
Teresa in Canada asked for E-I-E-I Cafe Polka special for John Hack, who just passed away. It was his favorite song. So that means I have to be not silly. I still don't know the words, Teresa. I still have to get the words to E-I-O. I've been spending so much time putting together the shows and stuff, I'm not like taking time to learn the things I need to be learning, which is our music. Oh, this TV business is totally different than live shows.
We need someone to take care of the TV end of things so we can focus on the music side of things.
But anyway, so that's been requested. Berg Fagerbunden was requested. We also had requests for Lily Marlene, Champagne Polka, Have I Told You Lately That I Love You, Lorelei, Das ist lustig, and Schützenliesel and Edelweiss. Which one would you like to play next?
Schützenliesel followed by Edelweiss.
Schützenliesel. All right, it's time for more table pounding. Wir kriegen die Schützen und die Mädeln einen Kuss. 18 unser Bürgermeister tut den ersten Schuss. Schützen, deiner hat gedacht. Schützen, du hast mir das Glück gebracht. Ja, Schützen, dafür danke dir. Jetzt bin ich der Schützenkönig und du bleibst bei mir. Immer wenn du dich jetzt küssen lässt, denk ich an Schützenfest.
Bang, bang, bang.
was talking earlier about Brian and I knowing Professor Katzenjammer forever. Cheryl and Doug have known him forever too, because they have been dancing with the Fire on the Mountain Cloggers at the Texas Folklife Festival since before I started going to the festival. So it's kind of like a lot of us have been practically family since I was 13. I'm not going to tell you how long that's been.
We done grown up together.
We done growed up. We're still growing up together. We still get into mischief and get arrested together. It's kind of fun.
We never got arrested.
Not yet. This year's trip got thwarted. Next year, someone will roll down a hill.
You've been going for like 40 years.
To Europe?
No, to the Folklife Festival.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten arrested yet.
No, but some of the stupid things I did, I probably should have been arrested for. I never did anything destructive. I just did stupid things. Now, my mom wasn't happy that time when I decided to run around San Antonio barefoot and then came back to the hotel and washed my feet in her tub. Yeah, but didn't go over very well.
Well, you left a mess.
My tub was clean. Her tub had the footprints.
If you had cleaned out her tub, she may not have known.
I mean, we weren't doing anything bad. We were just being naughty. We didn't leave a clean bathtub for my mom. Diana's footprints were in there too.
Couldn't get to your own tub, or what was the deal?
Mom's tub was better. I don't know. What's the reasoning in a 12-year-old's mind?
You didn't have to get your tub dirty.
Exactly. Ask my mom. She'll tell you.
Anyway, you need to put your auto harp on.
I do?
Yes, you do, because we're doing Edelweiss.
Oh, okay.
We had 2 songs picked out, and you're not ready to go, so now I'm waiting on you again.
I know. We'll tell a story while it
I don't have a story.
Tell your feelings.
Put your picks on, get ready to go, so we can play the song. Quit fooling around.
Tell them a story about how I drive you up the wall.
They know that. They can figure that one out.
But they want to hear it from you.
They've seen you in action. It's probably enough.
The honest truth is he probably doesn't have enough time to tell you all the things I do to annoy him. He's pleading the fifth. for Ross to go to the playground. He might play on the swings. He might play on the slide. Or he might play on the seesaw.
Seesaw.
Seesaw. Right now we're in B flat, so I have to change keys.
How did you know it was in the key of C?
I saw it. There's Ross on Granddaddy's saw. You know that saw is older than he is?
Is it older than your mom?
Yes. That saw was in my granddaddy's tool shed probably back in 1920. Just when he was old enough to have a saw. That was actually more like 1912.
The original power tool.
Yeah.
Hand powered, that is.
Hand powered. We got hearts for that one, Ross.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Rhonda's here.
I'm going to start playing a song, and you chime in at any moment. So you...
Bill Mueller is here. We're going to play a song.
Yep.
Can I interject something that may or may not have anything to do with what you're about to do?
I don't know. What is it?
So, well, it's also graduation weekend. And high school advancement from one grade to the other weekend. And our friend Wade Wilson, who has traveled with us and his parents, he's been coming with his parents to tomball festivals for years. And he always gets in the middle of everything. He gets involved in everything.
Well, he went on our
He's been on our
He's been on
tours,
several
yeah.
of our tours to Europe.
Yeah, so he plays tuba in his high school band, and he is section leader next year. He's going to be a junior, and he designed a T-shirt, and he sent me the picture of it. It's pretty cool. So not only is he musically talented, but he has this cool artistic eye, and he also makes these tiny little figurines for the games he plays.
Well, he makes them out of clay.
Out of clay, yeah.
And you would never... I mean, they're so detail accurate, kind of.
I mean, does he have a jeweler's thingy-majig? He said, no, I just do it freehand. Wow.
He must have really good eyes.
So Wade, if you're watching, take some pictures of your little dude things, the little clay figurines, and send them to us, because we might put them in the photo scrolly thingy, so you guys out there can all see your artwork. Wouldn't that be cool?
And maybe send a picture with your tuba?
Yeah, send a picture with your tuba and a picture of your T-shirt. I mean, next week's show is going to be all about the people we travel with and the places we could have gone and some of the mischief.
Graduation?
And this weekend's also about graduation.
Okay.
This weekend is graduation. This weekend is D-Day. This weekend is graduation. This weekend is we're not going out of town. This weekend is a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, so what are you gonna lighten the mood here? Because I'm getting all sad again because we can't celebrate with everybody. Ah! Hey, hey, John Hack in his memory. Are y'all ready to sing along? Here we go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. 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 E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. Caught me off guard. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. Hey! Gee, I need a beer now. I'd like another beer now. Can you bring me a beer now? Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, thanks for the beer now. I'm gonna drink this beer now. I need another beer now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sing along. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Yodeladi, yodeladi, yodeladi-o. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. Yoo-wee. I didn't know where you were going. That sounded really good.
Well, I thought I'd surprise you. That way you were getting kind of emotional about that.
I was.
So that way
I get
you were-
emotional.
got you off guard.
So we had a request for a song that we typically only do on New Year's Eve or on our tours in Europe. Do we dare do it this week or do you want to hold it until next week? Wow. I wonder if that came through the microphone.
I don't know. It sounded like a major car fart. If you know the people that don't put the muffler on the car, you know.
It was so well
And you know it's one thing if it's a nice big V8, but when it's on one of those little four bangers, it sounds really stupid.
I can't believe I just said something about just letting it out, or should we hold it in and then you couldn't have cued it better.
I don't know if that actually came through on the microphone, but I mean
we heard it, and that's all I needed
we
to get
heard
the
it.
stupids. Yes, I think things like that are funny. Speaking of that sound, maybe we should do that other song Cheryl asked for. We have a lot of requests.
We can try. We haven't done it in so
No,
long.
we haven't done it since last year on the tour because we didn't have a New Year's Eve show this year.
I wonder if I even need to see the music for that.
If you do, we need to share it because I got to see it too.
Well, I mean, I have it. It's just I can't get to it, and you know, you.
My stand is too tall for you?
No.
Can you see it?
Put your stand back.
Oh, sorry.
You're supposed to get my stand. Remember?
Excuse us while
you told me that you would be my assistant in that regard, and now you're falling down on the job. But I need the book that you just took off the stand.
Oh, it's in that book?
Probably it is. All right.
See, this is the problem. You can have a good assistant or you can have a lovely assistant. And Ross opted for a lovely assistant.
That's debatable.
You're not funny.
Pout, pout, pout.
Teresa.
What?
She says, E-I-E-I-E-I-O, eat my Wurst.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah. We'll see if we can get away with that. I like it. You guys are so awesome. Okay, there's going to be a day that we can all party together again. It's coming soon. You guys in Canada, y'all need to go to Europe with us. What fun we could have. Wow.
Wow.
This bunch in Europe is fun. In Canada is fun. Yeah. Eat my wurst. It doesn't get better than that. Okay. And now for songs that we haven't played in over a year. By request.
That was intentional, by the way.
I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked in our bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of
shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
I think I'll break off with my boyfriend. His antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, he tells me that I'm full of
shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Window. You'd think that her head would be split, but good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of
shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
She died from a terrible fit. In order to fulfill her wishes, she was buried in 6 feet of
shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
When I was in France with the army, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with
shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
And now, folks, our stories is ended. I think it is time we should quit.
Yes, we should.
If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of
shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Cheryl asked for that. That brings back memories. What were we drinking last year when we played it?
I don't know, but why don't we get back to stuff we know?
Stuff we know.
Oh, by the way,
what?
Assistant.
Oh, excuse me.
Lovely assistant. Quote unquote, supposedly lovely assistant. Thank you so much. Okay, that's enough. What are we going to play next?
All right. Let's do Lily Marlene because it is D-Day. And that song was famous on both sides. And it was requested by Mike and Diane. Sending this out to all those soldiers. Steht sie noch davor, so wollen wir uns wiedersehen bei der Taverne, wo wir stehen, wie einst Lily Marlene, wie einst Lily Marlene. Unsere beiden Schatten sahen wie eine Rose, das ist so lieb und zarten, das sah man gleich daraus. So Lily Marlene, beeinst Lily Marlene. Keine Schritte kann sie, keine Zirren kann. Alle Abend rennt sie, doch nicht der Gassi lang. Und es sollte mir ein leidiges Ende wird, auf der Laterne stehen mit dir, Lily Marlene, mit dir, Lily Marlene. Aus den Stimmen, aus der Ecke, habt ihr mit mir kommet ein fälliger Mond, wenn sich die Städten nebendrehen verdickt, auf der Laterne stehen mit dir, Lily Marlene, mit dir, Lily Marlene. Underneath the lamplight, by the Baron's gate, darling, I remember the way you used to wait. I whispered sweetly and tenderly, my love, for you I'd always be. Your lily of the lamplight, you're on, Lily Dankeschön. Betsy's here. Dennis is here. Dennis, can you see it? It's behind the chair. It's on my xylophone every weekend, at least here in the house concerts.
Oh, our friend Dennis. How you
Yeah, our
doing?
friend Dennis, the one who painted the sign for us.
Wow.
Yeah. He has the coolest old-fashioned gun collection. If you ever get the opportunity to see him and all of his
Well, not
guns and
only
his
gun
history
collection,
stuff.
he makes and restores guns from.
So if you got a blunderbuss in the closet, just call Dennis Heckathorn. He can help you get the thing going again.
Yeah,
Because everybody has a blunderbuss.
He
right?
specializes in the really old stuff.
He does.
From I don't know, the 1400s to 1800s.
He can do inlays and all kinds of all sorts of things.
Does really really beautiful work.
Okay. We had other requests. There was a request for Champagne Polka. Have I Told You Lately? De Lorelei.
Why don't we do Champagne?
All right.
And what was the one right after that?
Have I Told You Lately?
Okay, let's.
We got lots of love songs tonight.
Wow.
Request, yeah. But there's a lot of anniversaries tonight, so. Ted Lang from Squeezebox is in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance, Molly B and Ted Lang, they do a wonderful live cast as well. And actually, they've been featuring some different things too. They've been doing some specialty things. Like one week, Ted did a Concertina 101 where you could learn, how the concertina works. It's a fascinating instrument for those of you that have never seen one up close or understand how it works. Just really good stuff.
Yeah. Jimmy's here. Helen and Junior are here. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
And there you go, the champagne polka. Uh-oh. Do share.
Cheryl said, go get your bubbles. I said, I need to go get my bubbles. And then I remembered if I blew one bubble in this living room with all the equipment, you would kill me. So
Well, it leaves a sticky, nasty residue on things. So
he lets me blow them in the kitchen, but
you
that's
know,
a tile
I would
floor.
like our equipment to last a while before I have to replace it.
Anyway, so
I don't need you to destroy it
I'm-
prematurely, especially since we don't have a lot of income right now.
So I'm allowed to blow them in the kitchen where there's not equipment and where the floor is tile and I can
You're
clean them
allowed
up
to
easy.
blow them outside.
No, I'm allowed to blow them in the kitchen and I have, and you don't know about it because I cleaned up after myself. Anyway, Ted wanted to know.
So that's what that taste was. Ugh.
Ted wanted to know who is Bubbles.
Oh my. You know, I think we need to do another Ein Prosit before we lose it here.
We need to be as toasted as you guys.
Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Eins, zwei, drei, super! Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke!
Hi, hi.
Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke!
Hi, hi.
Zicke, zacke, zicke, zacke!
I can't feel my toes.
Prost, y'all!
That's a mix of good stuff tonight.
Okay, we were going to do something a little more serious after the champagne.
Can we still do anything serious at this point?
I don't know. It's all gone to the dogs or the birds. Or
I mean, Lorelei is not. I mean, it's a pretty song, and it was requested. Oh yeah, Have I Told You
we
Lately?
had another request that we said we were
Okay,
going to do.
let's do Have I Told You Lately, and then we'll let the rest of it all spiral into goofiness. Is that okay with y'all?
Yeah, we probably are. Well,
Okay, we have this one. We have Lorelei.
how much
we gotta
time
play
do we
Lorelei
have?
next. We have as much time as they want us to play. I mean, I think
Well,
Facebook will cut us off at 3 hours.
Remember, I do have to get up early in the morning to help out at church.
In that case, we have about 15, 20 minutes, about 4 songs
okay.
worth of time left. So let's do Have I Told You Lately? And we had a request for another song that's really goofy. And Lorelei qualifies as
We have songs that aren't?
kind of, well, yeah, I mean, this one's not goofy.
Okay.
This one's party.
Well, we'll see.
Y'all come out in 2-step.
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Hi, Ruth.
Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told with all my heart and soul how I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you anyhow. Dear, have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now.
Have I told you lately how I miss you? When the stars are shining in the sky. Have I told you why the nights are long when you're not with me? Well, darling, I'm telling you now.
This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you anyhow. Dear, have I'm telling you now. Have I told you lately when I'm sleeping? Every dream I dream is you somehow. Have I told with all my heart and soul how I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you, anyhow. I can't pretend lately that I love you. Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Shoot.
I remembered all the words.
Yeah, we haven't done that one for
About a couple of weeks. Amanda and Cody asked for it.
not a couple of weeks, a couple of years.
No. Amanda and Cody asked for it just a couple of weeks ago for their anniversary.
I don't you sure it was?
Oh, no, not their anniversary. The announcement that she was pregnant. It was just a few weeks ago.
Are
It was
you
not
sure
long
it was
ago.
That one?
Yeah. Yeah.
It all starts to run together
It does
when
start
you
to
get
kind
here.
of. But okay, so we just did a love song. Now we had a request for another love song, and this request is left over from last week, so we really need to make sure we get to it tonight.
Okay.
And it involves the same noise the little four banger outside made earlier.
I don't understand.
Well, it's not in German.
Okay.
Do you need your words?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's kind of a country western.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in this folder or not. We'll see. I may have to. I think it's in the other folder.
Oh.
This one, these songs are alphabetized in here, but
Oh, that other folder.
this
So it's
one
not like,
starts with I,
it's not upstairs.
so
or
it's
anything.
not in this folder. But it's probably in this one right here.
All right, Cheryl. Hope you're ready to sing along. It's been a while.
I told you, my darling, you look like a gopher. You got so blame mad, you ain't talked to me since. You may not have buck teeth, but tell me, my darling, how can you eat apples through that old picket fence? Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone?
Gee, I wonder.
I roamed the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. You know, we should be wearing masks for that one.
We should.
You took off your peg leg, your wig, and your glass eye. You were surprised by the look on my face. Yikes. I wanted to hug you and squeeze you, my darling, but you were scattered all over the place. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Wow.
Oh, y'all, keep
That's
the
a blast
requests
from the
coming.
past.
I like playing this stuff we haven't played in a while. Of course, I've got the easy part. I just have to stand here and goof around.
Of course
while
you like it, because you don't have to do anything.
All you have to do is
act like an idiot.
find all the notes in the right places and play the melodies and the stuff on the left hand, which I don't know how you do that. So, let's see. Are you able to yodel tonight?
Well, maybe.
Maybe, okay.
It's been one of those days.
And we had a request for, let's see, this one also came in, let's do Those Were the Days and Berg Vagabunden. You think we can do that?
Boy, did you turn the AC off?
No, I turned it down. I just,
Wow.
are you having a hot flash?
It's getting warm in here.
Ooh, I know. Maybe we should get the,
But you know, that reminds me of
We should get- we
you always think that Alex is, Alex Meixner, when he's playing at the festivals, he's working hard and all. And you think, well, he's sweating because it's really hot outside. Well, if you've watched any of his shows at home, where I'm sure he has the air conditioner cranked down to a comfortable level.
he might. We're not sure about that because we're not there.
Well,
We're
yeah,
here.
we don't know what.
He may be in the same predicament we're in.
Well, I mean, we keep our air conditioning at a reasonable level. But,
78,
well, during the daytime,
77 at night.
that way it's not so much of a shock when
We
you go
drop it a
outside
whole
and it's
degree.
100 degrees. But
That's
anyway,
what the kiddie pool is for.
but anyway, he's got his air conditioning going. He's at home and he's still sweating like crazy.
I was going to see if we could get our electric company to sponsor one of these shows. Maybe we could crank it down a little bit more.
Yeah, then we could say powered by, and
There's a goal. They'll be like, yeah, sure, next year.
if you're listening, Centerpoint or Reliant or
We're open.
Champion, any of those,
Whoever wants a
or
polka band
even
for
someone else, if you'd
spokesperson.
like to have a spokesperson, give us some electricity, and we can hook you up.
Yeah. Okay, so what were we going to do? I've already forgotten.
Well, we were doing some requests.
Oh, yeah. Cheryl asked for Those Are the Days. My friends.
We have not played any polkas. We need to play some polkas.
Berg Vagabund is a polka.
Well,
And you have to get up early, and so does Ruth, and she's online watching us right now.
okay.
And she's got to be at church in the morning, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. So,
Oh, Mrs. Grummeyer?
yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I hope I know she is, if she hasn't had it, she's in the process waiting to have, if she hasn't had it, she was waiting to have eye surgery, cataract
that's right.
surgery.
That's right.
And it's been difficult for folks that are having to get surgery these days because you're having to stay at home away from people for 14 days before you can actually have the surgery. And presumably, I'm guessing you have to stay at home after that, maybe some too. But we need to keep Ruth in our prayers. She's having her eyes
we
worked
do.
on, and That ain't Tinker Toys.
She's doing the Sunday school online for the kids too.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Those are the days, and then Berg Vagabunden. I mean, there is polka in Those Are the Days. It's just not constant. Your loveliest is mixed drums for a child.
As usual.
All right, I'm almost ready. I'm ready.
I'm going to give you a little intro before you come in. So.
Oh, okay. You're in E minor, right? Hi, Wayne. Thanks for the reminder. We'll do it. I promise. Once upon a time there was a tavern where we used to raise a glass or two. Remember how we laughed away the hours and dreamed of all the great things we would do. Those were the days, my friends, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live a life we choose, we thought we'd never lose, but we would and should have a way. La 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 la. Those were the days, yes, those were the days. Then the busy years went rushing by us. We lost our starry notions on the way. But if by chance I'd see you in the tavern, we'd smile at one another and we would say, Prost Y'all. Those were the days, my friends, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live a life we choose, we thought we'd never lose, but we would and should have a way. La 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 la. Those were the days, oh yes, those were the days. And through the door there came familiar laughter. Saw your face and heard you call our name. Das ist lustig. My friends were older, but not wiser. For in our hearts, the dreams are still the same. These are the days, we know they'll never end. We'll sing and dance forever and a day. We'll live a life we choose, in fact we never lose, but we were young and sure to have a way. La 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 la. Days, oh yes, these are the days. Oopsie.
Well, I think it's been the show of all requests of things that we haven't played in 5 years.
That's okay.
And I'm just kind of pulling things out of...
No, you're not.
Yeah.
It happens. Okay. We have to put another song back in there because both of us said we've been saying we were going to do it all night long. We haven't done it yet.
What song?
Lorelei.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Only it's the most important song for Mike and Diana. I have to put the thingies back on my fingers.
So hurry.
I'm hurrying. Hopefully y'all got a dance in without Dunkel too much between your feet. They sent a video last week of what Dunkel was doing during Schützenliesel, and he finally jumped up on the chair and ran and hid behind Diana. So he was safe from all the table pounding.
He's a beautiful little dog.
He's a cutie. So we have one more song, and as usual, we always forget to mention our PayPal and our P.O. box.
Well, isn't that on the screen?
It is on the screen.
I guess we should mention it as well.
We should.
We definitely appreciate all that y'all do for us, because that helps us. Well, right now, actually, it's kind of our only income, and it's helping keep us afloat.
It is. We're able to continue pursuing this career of music and taking people to Europe and organizing festivals and all the folk dance teaching, all the other things that every single side hustle we have is tied in with stuff that's not allowed right now with
right. I mean,
social distancing. So the only
all our extra jobs are
the only side hustle that I could possibly do right now is graphic artwork, and I have not been nurturing that I haven't been advertising that I can do it. I haven't put together a resume. And I'm also competing with all the other graphic artists out there. So but I do Photoshop work and some graphic artwork. So if you need something like that done, let me know. Our friends in the Blue Denim Band last week had their first live gig, and Troy put up on his Facebook. He says, "Can anybody help me? Somebody who has Photoshop. I need some photoshopping done." And I said, "I have a little time. I can maybe help you out." And he said, "Well, we'd like to have masks put on the band members to promote our show for this Sunday because we have to wear masks." I said, "Give me some ideas about your band, your personalities, and I'll go with that." So he's like, "Well, we're all goofy." I said, "Okay." So I listened to a couple of their recordings and put masks on all of them. Let's see. One of them was like a bandit. He had on a cowboy hat already, so it was easy. I just gave him a bandana. One of them, Clinto Robinson, we know he likes Crown Royals, so that was simple.
So he had the
Crown Royal mask for him.
Mask.
Troy, the band leader and drummer, we gave him an Elvis mask, so he looked like Elvis. Let's see, there was another young lady and another young man whose names I don't know, but one of those got a Corona mask.
Kind of like,
Corona
when you've seen the Mexican wrestlers.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It was like that, except it was Corona.
Yeah, and then the young lady had on a Groucho face, and they were thrilled. And I was excited to do it because most of the graphic artwork I do is for our band. And while I love doing the work, it's sometimes fun to do something for someone else. And I enjoyed doing that last week. So anyway, if you need graphic artwork, let me know. I don't even know what to charge you for it. I enjoy doing it. And otherwise, we're playing our music, and every now and then we learn a new song. And yeah, we had a request. We're going to do one last song. Boogie Foggy Boogie.
Hopefully the vocals hold out.
Hopefully the vocals.
This is that time of year.
It's always that time of year. We live in Houston.
Yeah, I think it is.
There's always an allergen.
It seems like the times that we don't have allergies are when we leave Houston.
It's pollen, it's dust, it's mold, it's pollen, it's dust.
Pollution.
There hasn't been much pollution this year. It's been the sky's been blue.
It seems like almost every year we've got this brown cloud that comes in from Mexico, and supposedly it's
they're usually burning acreage for
they're burning
that
down
to us.
Old crops and things, and
yeah. So y'all don't want to hear more about that. Y'all want to hear music, and then we're all going to go have another beer, and we're going to go to bed and go to church in the morning, and then we're all going to see you back here next week when we play our 13th anniversary show, our lucky number, 2020. Oh, yeah. Prost Y'all. Dankeschön for hanging out with us tonight. We hope to see you again next week. See you online during the week. If you have requests, something you want to hear next week, something you want to dedicate to somebody, a birthday you want to celebrate, just drinking beer with us in the backyard on the porch, driving the neighbors crazy with that polka music on your laptop, just let us know. And we'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.